reality work.
Right. I'll say about maybe a month or two now ago, Ice Cube, he came out and talked about how NBA and other companies were trying to sabotage the big three, turn away sponsors from them.
Right.
What's your thoughts on what he said? He went on the media tour as well to kind of speak about it. I don't know if you've seen any of those interviews. How do
Yeah,
you feel about that?
yeah.
What's your
I
thoughts
actually
on it?
did. I did a couple of posts about that, and
Okay.
I agree with that part. But it was another part in that Tucker Carlson interview that he did where he was talking about the jab, how he didn't take the jab and all of that. And I
Mhm.
had a huge problem with that
Mm.
because you saying all this tough activist position stuff after the fact, after you let 100 million of your own people take it.
Mm.
Like, why wouldn't you just vocal beforehand and use your influence to say, I'm not taking that shit? The same shit you saying to Tucker Carlson, you should have said before, when you knew you wasn't going to take it and you knew you told your children not to take it. Why not be able to use your platform and your influence to influence us to not take it? Because
Yeah.
we think you're, you know, uh, we trust your judgment. We think that you're a cool guy, and you know what I'm saying. So if you're gonna tell yourself and your own children that, why wouldn't you tell us that? And we the ones that made sure that you and your children is living the lifestyle that y'all able to live. Do you not love us enough?
Mm.
You scared
Mm.
that they're gonna freeze your money up, or
Mm.
So I had a huge problem with that because those of us that really love our people, I'm not saying he don't, but that
Right,
love
right.
our people on the highest level, soon as before they even rolled it out, this was July 4th, I think 2020. Minister Farrakhan did the criterion. And he told all of us, like he always do, because he's the vanguard, when they come out with this such and such, this Fauci juice or whatever, don't take it. Don't take it. As soon as he said that, all of us that's really with him back in 2020, early 2020, mid 2020, we said we used our platform, don't take it ahead of time before they even came out with it. And then once Biden got in the office, first 100 days, 100 million, we're going to make sure black people get it first. All these tough ass entertainers and gangsters and all that was quiet as church mouses, had
Mm.
nothing to say. So stay that quiet. Don't get to talking like trying to get the credit of being a revolutionary after you didn't say nothing in time, after the nick of time.
I know we don't. I mean, you can't speak for him, and this is only your opinion. But why do you think he didn't?
I think fear, just like why everybody else didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Fear of being persecuted, fear of being sanctioned and starved out, fear of somebody might have a Me Too, old tape, or old female that's saying that he did this to me or whatever. That's what they do.
Right.
That's going to happen. It happened to Martin Luther King. It happened to Malcolm X. If you're a real revolutionary and you really influencing black people in a positive way, you're going to get attacked. That if you're scared of getting attacked, then stay out of it altogether. Just stay on the sideline. Because it's those of us that really do this and that been doing this that obviously we paid the price and we willing to pay the price. But you want to take the credit for being what we are?
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I want to talk real quick, and we definitely appreciate your conversation. West Coast came on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. Make sure you hit that like button. Share the video. Please follow West Coast came on all social media platforms. We'll get them handles when we conclude the interview. But I want to talk about Doja Cat real quick. She got the #1 album, #1 song in the country right now. #1 R&B and hip hop song. The first one this year. Hasn't been many hip hop. When it comes to Billboard, things like that, it's taken a little bit of a hit. We ain't had many hits. But then we see Doja Cat come out, an incredible artist, very talented. But when she brings out the satanic stuff, when she dresses up in devil-laced attire
Mm.
and starts really kind of going against the grain of what she originally did, now she's getting a lot of credit and a lot of accolades. Do the two correlate, in your opinion? Or, I mean, what's your thoughts on Doja Cat? I don't want to beat up the young
Right.
lady because I think she's very talented, but at the same time, also, I personally feel like there's some agenda tied in with that as well.
Right. It's I don't know nothing about her other than pictures that I've seen of her looking like a demon or a devil or
Yeah,
something like that. But
yeah,
what they all have in common is that they are the instruments of the same Satan that owns money and controls media, owns and controls money and media. And they are wise enough to know the colorism, Willie Lynch colorism that they put in our head, how they poisoned us to think light skin was better and sexier and dark skin is whatever, not really. So it's not just Doja Cat, it's Beyonce, is Cardi B, is the list of the way that they influence our sisters, because the target is our sisters, mainly 75%. And the way that they poison or attack them on one hand is with dark skinned sisters through giving them political and corporate power. And then on the other side, on the entertainment side, they want to be sexy. Women naturally want to be sexy and attractive, and they worship the light-skinned, sexy yellow cow or the golden calf. The Bible and the Quran calls it yellow cow. The Bible calls it golden calf. Those are symbols. One of the meanings of that is the light-skinned Black woman of the descendants of slaves. They turn them into gods and worship them as idols. So that is what, the enemy knows has the greatest influence on the population. Every woman wants to be sexy, and everybody wants to be the most desired. And through the slave Willie Lynch colorism, made us think, Black men, that if we can't have a white woman, the next best thing is a light-skinned woman, a light-skinned Black woman. Right. So we're going to give all of the power and influence in the bag or whatever to her and put them nasty lyrics and them degrading lyrics, or them boss, I'm a boss, be independent, whatever, I don't need a man lyrics, in their head, and hit them with that on entertainment. But then on the business side, we're going to hit them with the dark skinned political power women saying the same thing, if not worse, with the Black Lives Matter, or we got rid of Trump, or we're this and we're empowered. So that's how Satan uses our women.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty deep. Definitely pretty deep. We definitely appreciate you though, man. If you got anything else you want to add to the platform, today, the floor is yours, or give your social media handles as well.
Yeah, social media is West Coast Cam at everything. Even though I'm shadow banned and censored on everything. And my website, westcoastcam.com. You can get this relationship book called War in Your Heaven: The Black Man's Relationship Problems with His Black Woman and the Feared Solutions. So it's a small book, but it's a very potent read. You can get that on westcoastcam.com. And I'm still having this available since they're trying to roll out a new little wave of so-called variant, virus variant. And that's a whole different agenda. We can talk about it on another podcast. But I got ionic colloidal silver. Do your research on colloidal silver and what that does and how that's been suppressed by the AMA and the pharmaceutical industry and all of that. So you can use it for your plants. I'm not making no medical claims. I'm not a medical doctor. You know what I'm saying? But you can do your research on that. But I appreciate y'all, man. Much love and respect for y'all, old guys, Sam, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all, and keep it up, bro.
Nah, man. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much. West Coast Cam on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, brother. As always, salute.